I'm Jamie Shifley, and you are at home with the Dietitian. And as you can see, we are not in our home kitchen today. I am actually at our family lake house. So today I'm going to be showing you how to quickly prep a freezer meal. It's already been prepped, so we're making it in our crock pot today. So it's a very quick, easy, throw it in the crock pot and leave it, and then we can maximize our time swimming, boating, skiing, hanging out on the paddle boards, which is what we prefer to be doing on a great summer day like today. So let's get started. I'm going to show you over here our freezer meal that Patrick, my husband, made last weekend. So it is a summery corn chowder. And as you see, we've got the date on here. We've got a great freezer bag maker that is easy. It pulls all the air out so you get less freezer burn. So we just use those all the time when we're doing our freezer meals. And I can show you that in another video because we're going to be doing more videos on how we do our freezer meal prep as well. So it's adheres to the bag pretty well, once it's been frozen. And so you want to just run it under water to kind of loosen it from the bag for a bit under some nice hot water. So when Patrick made this meal, it took about 3 to 4 hours, and he made 12 recipes. So the great thing is we get 12 dinners out of that with just a few hours of prep. And it's actually a Milk Street recipe, Christopher Kimball's Milk Street, that we adapted a little bit to make for this. And I will put the ingredients in the information on the video. So it's starting to feel like it's coming loose from the bag. And as you see, there's not a whole lot of liquid in here. So what we use is actually it's a paste, and it's called Better Than Bouillon. So you put that in the soup, and it's like a bouillon cube, except it's a paste, and then all we have to do is add the water. So that saves on freezer space. So let's come over here. We're gonna grab our frozen soup and get it in our crock pot. Now, this recipe you could also do on an Instant Pot, but I know not everyone has an Instant Pot. So I'll put the instructions on how to make it in an Instant Pot if you'd rather that method. Obviously that would be quicker. So next we need to add 3 cups of water. And if you use the Better Than Bouillon or a bouillon cube, then it'll obviously give you the instructions on how much water to add per cube or per tablespoon of bouillon paste. So it's great for a day like today because we can just keep the kitchen clean and get back out to the lake. So we're gonna cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours. So I'm setting it for 3 hours, and then we'll come back periodically, stir it, and taste for salt and pepper. So we'll add that, and then at the very end before we serve, we're gonna add a little bit of heavy whipping cream. So let's let that sit for a while, and we'll be back in a little while. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half, so we're gonna check now for taste. So I've stirred it a few times, especially in the beginning, because I wanted to kind of break up the frozen parts. So as you can see, it's beginning to soften, and it smells really great. So you see it's coming together nicely here. So let's check for salt and pepper just to see if we need to add any. Okay, great. So it's plenty salty, so I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to overdo the pepper because people can obviously add their own pepper at the end, but we'll get a little bit in here now. And as it cooks, it will start to thicken up a little bit more from the corn and potatoes. The potatoes are they're softening, but they're still not quite done. And then as right at the end, we're gonna add a little bit of heavy whipping cream, so it'll really thicken it up nicely. And you could serve it with a salad if you want. There's plenty of veggies in here. There's corn, there's potatoes, there's onions. And then I usually serve it with some bread, French bread or whatever bread you have, or rolls. So we'll do that at the end. So we're just gonna put the top on and let it sit another hour or so and check back then. Okay, it's been about 3.5 hours. I've stirred several times, and now our potatoes are finally soft enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do the final step, which is to add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. If you have 1/2 and 1/2 or whole milk on hand, those are fine as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we'll go ahead get a bowl here, and I've got some rolls on the side and some nice chives from the garden. And there you go, an easy summer meal with minimal effort. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, At Home with the Dietitian, and hit the bell so that you get notified when I post a new video. Thanks!